Good morning, Patrick Ireland Frames.
Hello, my name is Patrick Ireland. I started this picture frame business over 30 years ago.
The bronze finish is going very well, they're looking very nice.
What we do at Patrick Ireland Frames is make high quality hand finished picture frames using traditional methods that date back centuries.
We'll arrange to deliver on Wednesday or Thursday. Is that okay? Good? Okay, thanks very much. Bye-bye.
People often ask me what I do, and I always find it very difficult to explain without showing them how much skill and craftsmanship goes into making these hand-finished picture frames. At Patrick Ireland Frames, the basis of all, or the majority of our frame finishes, is gesso.
Yep, these are going to look really good. Good.
Gesso has been traced back for nearly 3,000 years, and the basic fundamental principles have not changed. It's glue and chalk. Today we use rabbit skin, dried rabbit skin glue. The thing that really excited me about gesso when I first found it, it's the qualities that it gives you for creating perfect finishes. And this is where the process starts. We select the frame profile to make the frame from, which could be a plain pattern like this, or perhaps a carved pattern as this one, or a combination of the two. Having selected the frames, we then take them to the frame making workshop where they will be cut and joined. This is a British Museum reproduction of a Rembrandt drawing, and this frame is fairly typical of the sort of frames that would have been around in Rembrandt's time. In those days it had probably been made of real ebony, but what we've done here, using gesso, using paint, using polish, we've created a finish which mimics a real ebony frame. We've used here gesso onto fabric, and we've cracked it to give this sort of effect of age, and we've tried to create a frame which could have framed the original drawing. This is the frame making workshop where the frames are all cut and joined, or we use a saw bench for adjusting widths and profiles, a foot operated mitering saw for very fine detail, and finally the frames go over here where the underpinner, the frames are joined from underneath by metal triangular pins which hold the frames together. And this is the room where the all-important gesso is made and applied. This frame here has been cut, joined and sanded and prepared for the application of the gesso. The rabbit skin glue has been melted in the pan here, and the chalk added to the right consistency, and this gesso is now ready for applying to the frame. You paint it on layer after layer to get the ultimate gessoed finish, and you get this wonderful rounded soft shape that you can only get with gesso. Here at Patrick Ireland Frames we never stand still. We're continually exploring the possibilities of new finishes for the contemporary design market. This is the room in which all the gold leafing is done. Mike's applying the gold. Once the surface is prepared, it's flooded with water which has just the slightest bit of glue in it, and the leaf is laid onto it, and the capillary action of the water through the clay and into the gesso just sucks it down and it goes completely flat. And once that's allowed to dry, which probably takes anything between half an hour and 2 hours depending on the weather conditions, the gold can be cleaned up and you can burnish it and it comes to a bright shine. The idea behind it is it looks like solid gold, and it's extraordinary. It does look like solid gold, but it is so thin that you can't handle it. because it just simply disintegrates. Distressing is a very important element in finishing, and by carefully cutting through the top surface of silver, you gradually bring through the underlying colours. This is to replicate the effects of age on a frame. The bronze finish is a particularly good example of the skill of the finisher. The finish is a build-up of many layers of colour, which then have to be cut through to create the patina of aged bronze.